I just completely blanked. I was like, what am I talking about? Anyway, good morning, everyone. Why am I trying to sound like some kind of actual YouTuber? Oh, anyway, good morning, everyone. Excuse me. What start? If you're still here, it is Saturday, and Saturday is course day, so got my coffee. Wonder how that sounds on camera. Slurping the coffee. Hopefully it's not too gross. But yeah, it's Saturday morning, course day. Back in the same spot. You can see a bit more of the nature today. I'm thinking I might go on a little walk with the camera and with all of you in a little bit. We will see. I've got quite a lot of time actually for this video. I need to keep an eye on it, but I think I've got like 20 minutes or so that I can film for. Yeah, I wanna know what everyone's up to this weekend and today on this pretty bleak Saturday. But you know, it might not be, because depending on where you live, it might be sunnier. I'm not feeling like I have loads of energy like last weekend. I guess it was that buzz of the course starting again. But don't get me wrong, I'm very excited for today. We've got a different lecturer who we haven't had before. Trying to cover up where the coffee's from. I don't know, it felt a bit weird, like I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll say, well, I'm clearly here at this uni and I'm going to this cafe, but I think at the moment I'm trying to maintain a level of privacy. I guess if you know what park I'm in, you know what park I'm in, especially when I start walking around. Not that big of a deal, is it? But yeah, I guess you got to be somewhat wary, at least when you're beginning. Yeah, what's everyone up to today? Very intrigued, because I know that everyone's Saturday is definitely going to look very different to someone else's, and very different to mine potentially, doing the therapy course and training. So a little update. My uni got back to me about the masters, and they said that it's been revalidated or something. They're looking at making some changes to the course, so we'll update anyone that's applied, which is, well, I'll say that I'm glad that I've got some clarity on that, but at the same time it's a bit frustrating, because I applied like 3 weeks ago maybe, and yeah, something like that, and I think it was 3 weeks ago today actually, and yeah, I only found out a few days ago that that's been revalidated, so a bit up in the air at the moment, a bit uncertain about that. I'm not even talking about the course, but I guess it's nice to do, like, well, I am talking about the course and the uni, but it's good to just talk about whatever, isn't it? I guess some people might be interested in just random chats, and I'm going to go on to another random chat. So I mentioned, why is it like I'm crying? I also found out that my job, which I spoke about quite a bit in the job video the other day, I found out that my job is not continuing to be funded or whatever, as of the start of April, like the role that I'm doing, the mediation role. So I'll need to look for something else, which, yeah, it's uncertain times, but I guess it's good to kind of capture this because it's realistic, it's real life, and it's uncertain. Yeah, so it's been quite a tricky week actually. I found out about the job last week, just before, I think the day or two before before started, didn't mention it, but then I had another meeting where everyone sort of found out about the jobs and about the contracts and everything. So yeah, uncertain times with not knowing whether I could do the masters, maybe looking at another masters, but with the kind of masters that I'm looking at, where it's it's psychotherapy and counselling, and then I think I know you then specialise in integrative. I might go on a little walk. Integrative or existential at my uni. Not very fast angle. Let's get this. Voice over weird. Yeah, let's go on a little walk, shall we? So integrative, and I think the school, like the therapeutic school. I don't know why I keep saying I think, because I know it's humanistic. And there's not a load of unis. Oh, here we are. You might recognise that. It's humanistic, and yeah, there aren't that many schools that within that. Not many unis within that school that approach that. I think it's called like humanistic integrative psychotherapy counselling. Psychotherapy college. I don't know. You can go on UKCP if you're interested. That's UKCP is like the I guess, is it the governing body maybe? I don't really know. Oh, God. Sorry for the blasphemy. What was I saying? Yeah, UKCP is what I'll eventually, if all goes well, be registered for and accredited. And then there's also BACP. So UKCP is like the psychotherapist governing body, I think, and then BACP is counselling, but then I think you can also psychotherapist maybe. I think BACP is like the main one, but UKCP is the second one and more psychotherapist centred. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I did read up on this so much, but the brain is blanking a little bit, as you can tell. Where am I walking? Yeah, well, it's quite nice that you get to see a bit of different scenery, a bit of nature. I think I can register to for both of the courses maybe. There we go on here. Which is quite cool. And where was I going? Yeah, so with the job, I'm not too sure what job I'll be doing next. I'm gonna look into some more mental health related jobs, which obviously gonna equip me with more, I guess, like specialised skills and transferable skills to the course, my therapy journey. I say that, but at the same time I do feel like what I have been doing with my job, which I've spoken about, is quite nicely linked anyway, and involves mental health a lot. So that's like a bit of a job update. I won't have a job in a couple of months, but I obviously need to get applying to others so that that's not the case. And maybe, we'll see what happens. I'll keep everyone updated if you're interested, but as I say before, I'll do it anyway. Because this is obviously it's a form of therapy for me. It's a form of talking to the camera, and it's like that blank screen which I've spoken about in the first video. Look at me signposting to all the different videos. It's and it's also a bit like last week's video and last week's course, where that blank screen of there's no one talking about the therapist is not getting involved. So this is almost like that, because I'm not going to say it's a therapy session, because it's absolutely not. It's a vlog for everyone to watch and to maybe get some value from. But it is also for me to sort of, it's an outlet for me to talk about stuff. And yeah, my arm is getting sore. I'm gonna finish this coffee quickly, I think, so I can then stabilize my arm. Sorry, that wasn't a very nice view, was it? Okay, let's keep moving. So I hope the video doesn't cut off, but I'll say that just so you're prepared if it does, because my storage is still playing up a bit. But yeah, so I'm already feeling more alive. Definitely the video, not coffee. I feel like I get a bit silly when I come here. I don't know if it's because normally I'd be filming pretty soon after waking up, whereas here I woke up at 6 this morning, and then I got the train over to London, so I've been awake for quite a bit longer. I've also had my coffee just now, as you've seen, so that might be contributing to having a bit more energy, I suppose. And yeah, what else can I talk about? So today I did the readings. I'd already read I think maybe all of, or nearly all of, one of the readings. Don't remember when I did that. I think it was preparing for this term. I decided to read a chapter on Freud, and then I read another chapter which was from a different text also on Freud, because this week is Freud. I mean, so it was last week as well, but I guess it's going to be a bit different. We're looking, so last week was on, if you haven't watched last week's video, the prelude one, there was a lot of focus on the unconscious and conscious, whereas today I think we're looking more at, well, we'll see, but I think we're looking more at defences and defence mechanisms that the patient, because it's psychoanalysis, is sort of like using for defence. But yeah, I won't elaborate too much on that one, because I can't think immediately about them. I can kind of, but it's better to save it for tomorrow. Tomorrow, well, why am I skipping ahead? But basically tomorrow, there's a chance, maybe, I'm seeing my parents are coming to visit, but there's a chance, depending on when they're going to be arriving, that I can do a bit of a long video. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Where should I go now? Let's go up here, shall we? Hope you can kind of enjoy some of this nature. Oh, I never move the camera around. Is that something that maybe I should do a bit more? Maybe. Might be a bit disorientating, because I feel like it's already a bit like this. Because it's been said many times I'm quite a jumpy walker, so yeah. I don't think I'm quite as much now, but I think I used to go like, ooh, bouncing around. Here's some more nature. Linking to, no, I can't keep doing this. Linking to my walking video. What are the colours of kind of social media person? I don't like that. But like this is satire. Like honestly, like if you don't want to click on that video, then don't, because I don't want to be promoting them. So same as again, I'm even saying this, which is in itself gonna make you think of this and decide whether you want to. But even the notion of saying, oh, please leave a comment, like and subscribe, it's not really a bit of me. I've got that subscribe button, that subscribe thing in the bottom right of the video, but even then I feel like that's a bit, it's not really what I want to be doing. It doesn't feel like me. It doesn't feel like, I don't want to be making it all about growing the channel. I want it more about the journey of therapy and mental health, self-care, all this. So where was I going with that? Yeah, it's kind of like I don't want to be drawing loads of attention to channel growth, and although I might talk about it and do videos on it sometimes, as I've done it a little bit, I don't, like on YouTube, I don't want the channel to lose its focus and become too, or like, yeah, I don't want it to stray from this, like the course and everything. So, yeah, walking in nature is amazing. Like, I like this because, just a little 360. I like doing this because, like, I might not be looking at you. That feels a bit weird breaking the fourth wall, but I might not be looking at the camera loads. But I kind of like that for myself because then I'm taking in nature more and appreciating it, being present with nature as well as being present with speaking to you. Yeah, so today I might sit down here for a minute because I'm getting out of breath. Oh, I don't know how long I've got this. Ooh, I'm a bit scared. Shall I? No, I won't quickly end the video. I will. Is there a way of checking the time without going off? I don't know. I'll go on for 5 more minutes and just hope for the best. That's quite scary. So basically, yeah, got the train over this morning. Looked at some jobs. I just texted my cousin. Why do you need to know that? It doesn't really matter. But called him last night and that was nice. And did a bit of reading my book, which is on, it's the same author as before. I think it's Michaela Davids. Don't know if you've heard of her. It's quite a cool book. I can't remember what it's called, so that's not really helping, but maybe I'll explain that. I don't know if anyone will be watching at this point, but if you are, please let me know. Not for like engagement or anything, not like that at all, like commenting, but honestly just for like, I'd like to know what people are interested in watching, because at the end of the day, as much as this is for me, I want to be sharing stuff with people that they want to hear about, because you are in a sense providing a service, aren't you? Like, as weird as that sounds, that you're providing a service for people. You are, aren't you? This is for people to watch. Yeah, so if you, blah, 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 blah. If you would like to watch videos on maybe like book reviews, I know that might feel a bit like it's straying from the focus of the channel, but the channel is about therapy training, mental health and self-care. Reading for me is self-care, reading for many is self-care, so a book review is self-care. That's my justification. Wow, incredible. Yeah, so that would be kind of cool. I'm loving my reading. I mean, I did a degree in English Lit. You'd hope that I like reading, but I actually think I kind of went off reading by doing that course, because it felt more like you had to rather than you want to. Wow, I'm going off on so many tangents today. Yeah, so starting in about, who knows, I'm hoping I'm not late, but maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes. God, if I've, sorry, I need to stop saying God, because I know some people would find that offensive. I apologise. Yeah, if I film this for too long and miss the start, then I'm in trouble. But I'm sure I've got ages. Just like talking to the camera, I like talking to you and everyone. You feels a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? Well, it makes me think of You, the Netflix series. But you, although you're watching, looking at the camera, everyone might feel a bit more like a community feel. But yeah, so starting in a bit, I got the lecture, quick lunch, and then gonna hang out with some of the course mates afterwards, which would be really nice. I'd like to do more of that, because we don't actually, I feel like I get to know my course mates the most when one of us is the client or the patient, which is really weird, because then you're getting to know each other in like this sort of unorganic environment, I guess, if you know what I mean. and we only have about 20 minutes for lunch, so I think that would be really nice to hang out with some of them, just chill in London for a bit. That sounds weird to say, because I'm not a London boy or man, but I think London's really cool. I love coming here every week, and hopefully if I get onto the masters I'll continue to do so, and then the year after that in post-grad certificate continue doing so for another 4.5 years, which is kind of crazy, which, like, the thought of that is just incredible. Oh, it's just amazing. But I'll keep you updated on how the application is, whether I get on. I don't know. I've asked for a bit more clarity on what revalidation means here, and whether they can give me a rough timescale of when they're going to send out a letter about whether I have an offer and things like that. Because again, that word uncertainty, I don't like the uncertainty. But in terms of the job and things, I'm quite excited at the prospect of working in something else and working in another field potentially, or staying in the same field, who knows. I think I do this anyway, but I am trying to shift that perspective from, it's okay to feel upset, it's okay to reflect on it and be a bit like, oh, that's rubbish, but I want to use it as like a bit of fuel and excitement, and be proactive with then looking at other things and seeing it all as, okay, I've got that experience, let's now get another experience, let's find something else to do. I was watching a video, can't remember his name, but he was really cool. He started out on YouTube, actually on the same day as me. Was it him? Oh, it might not have been him actually. Oh, I don't think it was. Anyway, he was really cool. But another guy, I think, was saying, YouTube is almost like, people are tuning into YouTube now almost instead of Netflix, and this long form content, and see, I'm talking about YouTube again, as almost like watching documentaries or watching series, because it's free and it's real, it's raw, it's everyday life. So I might try and make it a bit more like that. I mean, I'm doing that anyway a bit, but like these longer videos, just to kind of chat with you. I know it's one way, but you can talk to me in the comments. I think that's probably it. I'll be back tomorrow speaking about the course and how it all went in the aftermath little pre-series thingy that I'm doing every Sunday. I hope everyone has a lovely day. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and take care. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.